been a pretty dark last couple of days. The assassination, school shootings, personal losses. Um, and I really do think that with the assassination of Charlie Kirk, the country really is at a turning point. And I don't say that just because it's the name of his organization. I think we as a people are really going to have to decide who we're going to be in the future as Americans. The way I see it, I think we have two options of how we move forward when it comes to how we talk about our political differences. The first option is to continue the way it is right now and the way things are trending. More assassinations, more violence, more killing of people you disagree with. Not even people who hold office, just people you disagree with. The second option is that we choose to allow discourse, to challenge each other's ideas, to be able to speak and think freely, and to allow the quality of our ideas determine our direction. Using violence to censor ideas that we disagree with will take us straight to tyranny. The thing is, we've been in a similar situation before. When Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, it was a real inflection point for this country to determine which way we would take. More hate or choosing the better way. And I think we are in a very similar position to that now. Either we continue down this road of increased political violence, increased targeted violence against people we disagree with, or we choose the better way. And we choose to challenge people's ideas and allow them to speak and think freely. Charlie had a massive fan base, and it was mainly high schoolers and college students. And so millions and millions of people built a relationship with him. And so when you see someone you know pretty well brutally murdered in front of the whole world, that's going to do something to you. And I think it's going to cause people on the right to dive deeper into their beliefs. I think it's going to lead to a lot more unity on the right, for better and for worse. And I think on the left, it's only going to lead to more violence. The far left has just been celebrating everywhere that Charlie Kirk is dead and that someone finally killed him. And they're now calling for the next round of people on the right to be killed. And I think it's time we take them at their word for it. I think they're serious and they're clearly willing to do it. And so it has to be on the left to police themselves. The moderate left needs to put the far left in their place, and the violence, and celebrating assassinating people because you disagree with them. If you're cheering for the murder of a father because you disagree with him, someone somewhere has lied to you about what is right and what is wrong. Something is deeply, deeply wrong when you're celebrating the murder of another human being. So it's time that the media, the left and the right, look in the mirror for once and decide we're going to ratchet down the temperature here. You can't call people Nazis for 10 years and then not expect people to follow the logical conclusion of that worldview. You just can't. What do you think is going to happen when you keep telling millions and millions of people that, oh yeah, they're actually up against Nazis. They're up against people who want to kill you. This is what happens. There's a real responsibility here that the left needs to own for what's happened. And that's not to say that the right's perfect or that the right hasn't engaged in violence themselves. But if you look at who's celebrating after this death, it's all people on the left, and they're calling for more. And they don't want this to be the end of it. And so we have got to find a way to choose a better way and to be more